Why is alchemy so important to understand in under 2 minutes? Well, alchemy is one of the most important things you're going to need to understand in order to really understand how we have been manipulated so much as a society. In alchemy, real alchemy is about transmuting a mind, getting a mind to go from believing in one thing to believing in another thing, altering a belief system of a mind. All right, it's not about turning lead into gold. It's about changing a mindset. You can create a positive mindset or a negative mindset. We have been put into this negative, fear-based mindset via alchemy. Now, the first and most ingredient in alchemy is mercury, okay? Mercury, sulfur, salt. This is why mercury has been used in so much of our mind control, the things that we see, all right? Give me an example. Okay, an example would be the very first manned missions to space. What were those missions called? They were called the Mercury missions. Why were they called the Mercury missions? Because you need mercury to transmute a mindset. They needed that layer in the foundation. They needed that base layer, that foundation, to build a new mindset, a fake, false belief system based on outer space. Okay, now I'll give you another example. How do we have nuclear weapons? We have nuclear weapons because a woman, she discovered radiation. She discovered it. All right. Now, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have nuclear weapons. What was this woman's name? Her name was Maria Curie. Yes, Maria Curie. Maria Curie, Maria Curie, Maria Curie, Maria Curie, Maria Curie, Maria Curie, Maria Curie. Her name is Mercury, if you say it fast. So now we have the woman that discovered radiation. The reason we have nuclear weapons, her name, said fast, is Mercury. Okay, the first missions to outer space, which we know didn't happen now. We understand. We didn't go to the moon. We didn't do this stuff. This was called Mercury. Why? Because it's a base layer, a foundation for manipulating the human mind, in transmuting our mind to go from one belief system, the natural belief system, truth, nature. You can look and see in nature that we are not on a ball endlessly spinning through a galaxy billions of miles a year, never returning to the same spot ever. But we're looking at the North Star all the time. In the same spot. It doesn't move. Stop it. People say it does. It doesn't, man. Look up the Georgia Guidestones. You could see the North Star through a teeny tiny hole every single day for 50 years. Cut it out. All right. The ancient people wrote about the North Star. The ancient people have mapped out the sky. It's all over the place. The same zodiac signs in the same positions. So stop it. All of this is nonsense. People don't know what they're talking about, and they repeat what they have been told. And what they have been told, in my opinion, is not true. How have they been able to accomplish all of this? By using alchemy on the people. All right. You know, they have been manipulating us through television for a long time. All right. Look up Edward Bernays. All right. He got every woman in America to start smoking cigarettes because they thought it would be better for them. They thought they'd have energy and lose weight and be good for their husbands. As a marketing campaign, you know, and learn about it. Learn about how they manipulate us. Learn about how Edward Bernays, who manipulated women into smoking and people in America into eating gigantic breakfasts, learn about how he was the nephew of Sigmund Freud. We have been taken advantage of. It is what it is. You can either humble yourself, admit to the facts that we have been lied to and you don't know everything, and then start learning. Not everyone's going to do that, though. A small amount of people are going to do that, you know? Small amount of people. That's all. And I heard a great analogy, and I'll repeat it, but it was from Sam Tripoli said this, and great analogy. He's talking about the deer, the antelope that cross this river every year, and there are crocodiles in the river, and every year they cross it. Every year. They've been doing it forever, since the beginning of time. They've been crossing this river to get to the other side, to do whatever they're doing on the other side. I don't know. They like it over there. but they for some reason like it on the other side, the other time of the year. And they cross it every year. And every year they cross it, they get eaten by the crocodiles. Every year. You know, and not all of them cross, though. Some seem to stay behind, or some wait till the rest get eaten and then they cross because they're smarter. But it just reminds me of what we're doing here. You got some people screaming at the edge of the river not to go in the river because you're going to get eaten, because we know. And, you know, the whole herd jumps in anyway. So that's just the way it is, man. It's sad, but it's programming, and like I said, it's alchemy. They have taught us through programming and alchemy to make fun of people that think differently. You know, to never challenge authority. Make fun of the people that challenge authority. They're idiots. You know, if you have good grades and you did so good in school because you were good at sitting down and not asking questions and just repeating things that you hear, you did so good, you're so smart. That in society is a brilliant human. And to me, that's not a brilliant person. A brilliant person is someone that questions things over and over and over and over again and applies the scientific method to everything. You know, that's brilliance to me. You know, I question everything, man, because why not? Why? Because what? Some guy got an answer from a history book once. Napoleon Bonaparte even said, history is a set of lies agreed upon. All right? It's in the damn word. His story. So please, stop allowing other people to do your thinking for you. Learn things, and then what will happen is you'll have confidence in your own thinking. So then you'll be able to say, you know what? Nah, that ain't true, man. I don't believe that for a second, because I believe that I am capable of, you know, making decisions and believing in things. I'm capable of figuring it out for myself. I don't need some scientist that I have no idea who he is. I'll never meet this person in my life. Some government lackey to tell me what's going on. I don't need it. I don't. Because it put me in a room with that person. I'll talk circles around them. I guarantee you. They don't know that as much as you think. These people, they're characters. And even the ones that know things, they know what they know. That's it. They go to school for something. They learn the shit out of that one thing. And that's all they know. They learn it, they do it, and then they go home and they watch TV. They don't know certain things. So you got to do your research. You got to learn. You got to trust yourself. I love you all, for real. And if you want to see my website, check it out. This is my opinion.